Welcome to the Iroquois Lacrosse Arena on the Six Nations of the Grand River as we wrap up the 2026 regular season in the All with the Sunday doubleheader. Our first game has the Six Nations Snipers taking on the Paris RiverWolves. I'm Lance Wynn. Thanks for tuning in. Starting goalies for the Snipers, it'll be Action Jackson Longboat. And at the other end, Ty Belanger will get the start for the RiverWolves. Officials for today's game. Mark Smith is the crew chief. He's working with Mark Sandman Sands and Chris Vanel. Head coaches for the Snipers, Darcy Palace, usually behind the bench. He will be in a GM role. So it'll be Vince Longboat, the head coach. He's assisted by Derek Searle and Jake Henhog. And Jamie Dubrick, in his 9th season, is the head coach of the RiverWolves. His assistants are Chris Driscoll and Kyle Leeming. And as we get set to go, of course, just the first of two, I'll get you caught up on a couple other games that have dictated, but we do know who the top 6 teams that will advance to the playoffs are. We don't know the exact order yet in which they'll finish, except it'll be Brampton Whitby at the top, Ohsweken in the 4th spot. And that's the way things look now. So, of course, the Snipers winners 15-6 over Brampton last week, and these RiverWolves fell to Peterborough 23-11 in last week's action. So right off the bat, Stone Jacobs picks it up. Offensive opportunity here. First shot of the game finds the back of the net. So Amos Whitcomb, in the blink of an eye, picks up his 3rd of the season, and the Snipers with a 1-0 lead. So if the Snipers win this game, they will clinch 5th place in the standings. So that's what they're playing for here. Of course, yesterday's results, Toronto, big winners over Whitby, 12-9 the final there. And the Peterborough Timbermen officially eliminated the Oshawa Outlaws, 12-10 the final there. Off the draw, good battle there as Trevor McDonald couldn't hang on to it. Andrew Vradenberg will work it, slide it across, and Wes Whitlow will take over, swing it around to Keelan Pilon. Pilon skipped down. Good point blank chance there, but Belanger made a good save. Whitcomb, he'll look. They'll keep it on the left side on the fresh 20. Kick it way out on the set. Keep an eye out. Thunderhill out there, as is Jeremy Bomberry. 5 on the shot clock. Whitlow in tight to Whitcomb. Couldn't connect. Belanger outlet pass. Airs it out. And the RiverWolves will get a look on offense now. Tyler Clark give way to Graham Bergsma. Bergsma has got Dylan Gillespie with him, the big man on that side. Bergsma, no one to go to, skips it across to the left. Brown looking for an opening, gets it back. Clark can't get a shot off. Good swarming defense by the Snipers. They close that off now in transition. Flip ahead, Burn Hill. He'll corral it. Stop, look, dump it over. Wrong stick side as the shovel attempt from Caden Stanton, as he had limited space to work with. Couldn't get a good shot off now. Connor Scott over the timeline, and he'll work it to Koichi Nakamura. Ty Argent, Andy Campbell, 2 guys that have put together strong seasons despite the results, as Paris, of course, sitting at 3-10. Gillespie with 5 on the shot clock, runs into the double team, and that defense, Dougie Palace, shutting the door as the Snipers tightening things up on the defensive end. Now Travis Stotts puts on the brakes and reverses, gets it over the timeline. Snipers now will set it up. Chayton King looking for Thunder Hill. Thunder dumps it inside, top corner, Briley Maxwell. So a beauty feed. Hill to Maxwell, and it's a 2-0 lead. Briley Maxwell, an even 20 goals on the season. So he has put together an outstanding all-campaign here in 2025-26. Playoffs, of course, will begin next weekend. There will be quarterfinal action. One game at the Toronto Rock Athletic Center on Saturday. Another game here. Chance now off the face-off. Stone Jacobs. That was just stone cold right there as Snipers jump out to a quick 3-0 lead. 8th of the season for Jacobs. Off a beauty snap pass, and That's the way this game is played. Fastest game on 2 feet. There's an example right there. Following this game, of course, it'll be the Brampton Express and the Ohsweken Bears. The Express have dropped 2 straight, surprisingly, longest losing streak of the season as they sit at a 9-4 record. They'll have a chance with a win to clinch the top spot in the standings and go in as the number 1 seed. Thunderhill, half boards left side, looks to shake Hanser, doesn't let it go, waits, shovel back, Whitlow collected it back in, and just in the crease as it, before it went across the goal line, but Wes Whitlow once again working his magic. Just wasn't able to catch it before a crease call. Brown isolated on the right side. Swing it across, Campbell, work it to Argent. Argent, talk about tricky, Argent ran out of room, changes direction twice, and again. Campbell from point blank, stopped by Jackson. Longboat. Bergsma, good job on the offensive board. Bergsma taking a few from Bombury, goes down hard. Brown will pick him up, dump it behind the net. Argent tiptoeing around back there. Argent takes a good hard hit. Vradenberg working him over. Gillespie over the top, right on, stopped by Longboat. He'll pick that up and look to zip it up. Works it ahead to Vern Hill. Hill knows he doesn't have the numbers, so he'll flip and retreat. Maxwell will take over. Just underway as we are at the 11-minute mark here, opening quarter. 1-2 from the ILA, wrapping up the regular season here in the Arena Lacrosse League. Chayton King, that's his spot. Lets that go. Looking to get the rebound. Gets knocked down. Good job there to track it down and get it in tight and wrap around try. Nothing doing there. Here come the RiverWolves in transition. Working it up. Clark. Chase from the front and the back. Still has it. Kicks it out. Good job there as he gets it to McDonald, and we get a finally on the board are the RiverWolves. So a good job there to find the back of the net. Jack Parker with his 6th of the season. A big one, cuts the lead now to 3-1. So a good quick pass, a little transition by the RiverWolves pays off. Off the draw, Nathan Fear can't get control. RiverWolves do. Good job by Nakamura. One of the best draw men in the Arena Lacrosse League. We've got a few here as Hansard does a good job to shed a defender, and Argent will slip it down to Campbell. Campbell look to get a running start here. One-on-one on Jacobs. Roll, and Campbell, quick shot. Good save by Longboat. Stotts will pick it up, looking for Killian, but he's not open. And Stotts will leg it up a bit, get it ahead to Thunderhill. Underhill, of course, has been outstanding. Just 5 games, and he's got 16 goals, 11 helpers coming into this one. Whitlow looking to duck in, spins. Whitlow underhand, that one just wide, gets his own rebound. No reset, 5 on the clock. Whitlow one-handed, shovel, gets it over. Pilon well wide of the mark. And that'll be a shot clock violation. So good defense by Paris. Couple of shots that went awry by the snipers, and now Cam Mancini will work it up to Bergsma. Bergsma swims his way out of trouble, gets it over half boards. 9.5 minutes to go here in the opening quarter. Bergsma trying to duck back in. Shovel's not there with Gillespie. Now it is. Gillespie can't connect clean. Longboat will pick that up, make a quick outlet pass now, and they'll look to move it up, and they do. Osborne will make a run back. I know he talked about me being on him all the time, Mr. Osborne, but I call it as I see it, and either way, one-on-one. Maxwell shot. Belanger looked behind, and it did squeak through, but not over that goal line, and now McDonald will have to work to get it over the timeline, makes a good pass to Campbell. Campbell runs under it. Campbell dumps it off. Nakamura, Cutter, Argent. Argent tried to take something off, got his own rebound. Fresh 20. He'll look to get out of that as Riley Hess and Vradenberg pin him up against the boards. And I tell you, when those two are on you, going to be awfully hard to go anywhere. Jacobs comes in and they strip Argent, and now Jacobs the other way. Good team collective defense by the Snipers. Whitlow, what a chance. That one just over top of the crossbar. Jacobs tracks it down. He'll keep it, hang on to it, create some space now, get it to Bombury. Jeremy Bombury, kick it out. Thunderhill has that shot. Raynon Belanger, big rebound. Whitlow, and he gets bounced off, but the rebound as Travis Stotts got a good shot off inside that dotted half circle, but wasn't able to beat Belanger. Paris will work it over the timeline, set things up now with Brown. Dawson Brown looking for an opening. That sidearm wide. Rebound, scooped up. Quick outlet pass. Here come the Snipers in transition now. Thunder has Jayton King with him. Pilon's going to jump in the rush as well on that left side. Thunderhill weaves through a couple. Shovel. Jayton King went for the dunk. Didn't have a good angle there. Ball still loose. Mancini had it momentarily. King scoops it up, gets it to Thunder, and they're going to call through the crease. And with 7:16 to go, that will take us to our first officials timeout. Correct. Set to inbounds as the RiverWolves will go to work on offense here, trailing by a couple. Argent will swing it around to Campbell. Campbell trying to make a move. Can't get rid of a defender. Bergsma ducks in. That shot partially deflected. Campbell has it. 10 in the shot clock. Andy Campbell working hard. Quick release. Picks the far corner. It's a 3-2 game. I think I got to tip my cap to Andy Campbell. He has shown up every game and come and played his heart out, worked hard for the team. They haven't had things go their way, but he's still out there playing hard. That's his 22nd goal of the season, and that is an Arena Lacrosse League high, I believe, for Andy Campbell. Off the draw, Fear. Bumped off it by Trevor McDonald, who used the body. McDonald, though, he gets trapped again, and Whitlow kicks it out. Pilon skip, and the quick stick try from Whitlow got a little bit of interference as Mancini now has a man on the far side. Mancini, give and go. Mancini shot steered aside. Good save by Longboat. Rebound picked up Stotts. Jerry on the move. Bounce pass, skipped ahead. Stanton, he'll retreat. Thunderhill. He'll wait. Jayton King float in late on the curl. Beauty shot on the underhand, and give some credit. ASP Avery Steinbach Parker in the building with his 17th of the season, and he restores the 2-goal lead, 4-2. This is just a well-disguised underhand. I like what Steinbach Parker pulled out of his bag of tricks there with everyone, all the confusion up top. You change the angle, go with the underhand, slide it through a couple defenders, and all of a sudden it's a bit of a screen on Belanger. Off the draw, Nakamura, but he's stripped. Gets it back, Nakamura, got to get out of that corner with Stotts on him. Nakamura running hard, and rightfully so, gets it to Argent. Argent, though, double teamed, and between Jacobs and Stotts, no place to go. Jacobs, and he can fly, I tell you. Jacobs! Beauty transition goal. I tell you, that kid can boogie, and it's 5-2. Second of the game for Stone Jacobs, and utilizing his speed. RiverWolves certainly working hard off the draw, and it's picked up by Carson Langiel, and we're going to have our first penalty of the game, a legal cross-check, and I think it's going to go to Wes Whitlow. And certainly in Whitlow's defense, he has been very disciplined the last 4 games and not spent any time in the penalty box, and his production has gone way up. So first power play opportunity goes to the RiverWolves, 59% efficiency. Snipers have killed off 57% of their man short. Argent at the top, Campbell, quick shot Campbell, bouncer wide, retrieved, and good heads-up play by Langeal. Gillespie, that one picked off Jacobs. On the move has Vern Hill with him. Jacobs, though, with Argent. Jacobs puts on the Jets. Jacobs, late stick check, Ty Argent. Great play there as Stotts, though, is going to roll in and scoop that up, try to burn some more valuable seconds. And good job by Argent as Argent comes away helmet askew, but he's going to leg it over the timeline, going to have a high sticking penalty. It's going to go to the Snipers. So they should go attack right now. The quicker they get the 2-man advantage, the better. And they'll jump on it now with 1:04 left in that penalty. So it'll be a 5-on-3 as Stotts will head in for holding call. So a chance here with just under 4.5 to go in this opening quarter for the RiverWolves. They'll play with a safety back, go 4-on-3. Campbell, Gillespie, Argent, Bergsma, Argent, good shot, good shoulder save, and they'll keep it on this side for a fresh 20. 40 seconds left in the first penalty. Bergsma, backhand, Gillespie steps in, goes to the bounce, but Longboat right there. Now Vradenberg's going to leg it up, right up the middle, and he will stop, drop, and set up shop there. Fear looking to work some more clock. 20 seconds left in the first penalty. Plenty of time in the second. Fair had it pop loose and still has it, able to hang on to it. Good pressure as Pelliccioni on him as finally they knock it loose. And a good job, though, by Fear to kill some time. So dying seconds of the first penalty killed off by the Snipers. Now they'll be short for another 50 seconds here. Brown. He'll work it on that right side. Langeal out there with Gillespie. Langeal lets that one go, and Gillespie not able to get it. Langeal does. Ship it back down low. Kick back out Campbell. Campbell ducks in. Quick shot. Good save. Rebound. Play on. Brown will keep it in a fresh 20. Under 3 to go. 25 seconds left in the penalty. Campbell. Good save by Action Jackson. Campbell had a thought about trying to crease dunk. Kick it back out. Opening there. Brown chose not to take it. Gillespie. He will through a crowd. Underarm save by Longboat. And now dying seconds, so the Snipers have done a good job killing off 2 penalties. And now in transition, Whitlow. Great scoop up, and he'll bring it back out. They'll reset the offense now. Bombury steps into one, wide of the mark. Rebound. Thunderhill had a beat on it, but instead, here come the RiverWolves. Cody Martin. Campbell. Mancini, and couldn't do it clean, and good idea. Longboat's going to zip it down. It'll take a funny hop off the boards. And the RiverWolves will corral it. And we're under 2 minutes to go here, opening quarter. Bergsma. Look to get a running start. Curl back up to the top, duck in. Bergsma slide out, looking into Mancini. Nothing doing there. Argent with 10. Bergsma, great save there by Longboat. Rebound scooped up. Snipers on the run now. Chayton King open on that far side. Maxwell miscommunication on the flip. Connor Scott overran it. They flip it back, but it goes right to Whitcomb, who will snap it back up to Maxwell. Vern Hill. Chayton King lets the shot go. Good save, Belanger. Rebound loose. Scott scoops it up. Scott trying to shed a couple defenders. Does. Scott. Chayton King bounces him to the boards. Him and Whitcomb take him shoveled back, but King comes away with it. We're into the final minute here, quarter number one. Whitcomb has a man with him. Whitcomb. Backhand pass. Doorstep. Good save, Belanger. Whitcomb again. Digging in the corner. Scoops it up. He'll send that back up top. Pilon. On the interchange. Bombury. Whitlow. Duck in. Kick out. 6 on the shot clock. Pilon shot. That one steered aside on the reset. Nakamura. And he gets taken down. Finds a man now. Argent on the fly. Argent ducks in with 15 on the game clock. 10. Langiel. 5. Bergsma. Got to go to work. Need a shot. Campbell. Quick shot, Argent, and that'll go wide. So we played 15 here. Snipers with a 5-2 lead. Holding a 3-goal advantage over the Paris RiverWolves. Of course, Six Nations trying to solidify the 5th spot in the playoffs. That pass there intercepted, knocked down, and through the crease the call will give possession to the Snipers. Vredenberg will waste no time, and I like what Andrew Vredenberg's done over the last few weeks. He's certainly no lack of effort, plays every shift like it's his last, and he has done a lot of really good things for this Snipers team. The Snipers team overall have looked the best they have this season as Thunderhill stops, curls back. That bouncer goes off the post, and it's picked up by Maxwell for a fresh 20. They've just been playing their best collective team lacrosse. Whitlow, underhand, steered aside. Ball loose, King knocks it, and Whitlow picks it up. They'll snap it across. Pilon, good duck in. Looking to kick out. Maxwell, running start. Lets that one go. Belanger, easy save there as McDonald now will look to work it up. Trevor McDonald, good job to hang on to it now. He'll wait for the offense to float out. And it'll be Campbell. One-on-one, Andy Campbell and Stotts. And Campbell, quick shot, and him and Stotts exchange a laugh or two because I'm not sure Andy Campbell thought he was going to go around Stotts because as big as he is, but that quick shot, and he has done a good job with the quick release. Pick up his second of the game, and it's 5-3. So the RiverWolves, of course, not mailing anything in as this will be their final game of this season. Off the draw, Argent. He'll scoop it up. Paris now will hold on to it, and Argent tries to slide through two, but those are two tough customers there. Dumps that off. Now Bergsma provides some relief. Argent skipping through that middle, being disruptive. Brown, nothing doing. Stop, start, 10 on the shot clock. Brown lets it go. Right on, stuck to Jackson Longboat, and now Vredenberg. He'll be in no hurry here as he's got Nakamura matched up on him. Vredenberg will stay out, play a little offense. They'll swing it back. Now working to Whitcomb. In tight. Whitlow couldn't connect. Belanger picks that up. He'll look to air it out. And he coughs it up as Hess with the interception. Throws it down to Whitlow. Whitlow wasn't expecting it and couldn't play that carom. I like the idea from Hess as he was trying to get it to Whitlow one-on-one. Some trouble here as great job by Whitcomb. Whitcomb ducks in, Whitcomb. And we're going to take that as a generous sportsman-like hug. That's what that was. And headed to the penalty box will be Pelliccioni. And the Snipers will get their first power play opportunity of the game. 56%. The Snipers have been good. Paris has struggled to kill penalties, just 23%. So Maxwell, Thunderhill on that left side, Whitlow and Chayton King on the right. Pilon at the top. They'll work the slide across, plenty of time. Whitlow. Skip, Thunderhill, quick shot! Bringing the Thunder. 6-3, Snipers. So a power play goal. Thunderhill's 17th of the season. This just his 6th game, and the Snipers have been lethal with the man advantage over the course of the last 4 games. And usually the issue has been early in the season where they were playing down a man for a majority of the time and giving away games that way, and they have tightened up their D, been way more disciplined, and it's made a difference for them in the win column. Brown able to corral it. Argent goes for the dunk. Argent, that's a beauty. I tell you, no one does it like Ty Argent because he's slippery and very agile, and he able to bend and not just change the angle. Sometimes he can dive, and he could even fake up and dump that one low. So he's got a whole lot. First of the game, 15th of the season. It's 6-4. Just a reminder, the Brampton Express, Ohsweken Bears, follow this one to wrap up the 2026 regular season campaign. Brown takes a bump, and he's over and back to call. So good heads-up officiating. Whitlow in alone. Whitlow off the crossbar. Picked up Vern Hill. Whitlow wide open. Kick across, looking for Pilon. And couldn't connect there on a tough pass. And now Argent. So 3 of the best finishers for the Snipers. Stymie. Bergsma off the post. So a good pass. Argent to Bergsma, couldn't finish. So chances at both end now. And Snipers will race up, get it over the timeline. Stanton. Underhill will settle things down. And now ASP gets a screen. Whitlow all tied up, had his stick taken out of his hand, and that quick stick almost found its way, but Belanger, good job. Great work, Bombury, digging on the corner. Whole lot, ASP gets out of that scrum and comes away with possession. So the Snipers working hard on the loose balls. And now they'll go to work with Thunderhill. 8 on the shot clock. He'll let that one go. Beauty bounce shot. As the Thunder, no rain, comes calling again. Second of the game, 7-4. Sometimes you got to keep it simple, and that's exactly what Thunderhill did. Off the jaw. Fear gets it out. Stone Jacobs. He's been all over the carpet here in this game. Gets it out. Vradenberg. And they'll work it. Whitlow will flip it back up. So the Snipers very deliberate on offense here, as they have had the best ball movement they've had. Whitcomb has all day to tee that one up. Ball loose, and now Trevor McDonald going to go for a run. Weave in and out. Whitcomb blows a tire. McDonald kick across. Gillespie stopped by Longboat. And I would have liked to see Trevor McDonald did all the work. Probably should have taken that shot, but elected to defer, and nothing wrong with that, as Nakamura pressuring Whitcomb, swinging around Bombury. Down low, in tight, Pilon, and a good save by Belanger as he sat right down on that and kept that one from going over the goal line. Langiel. 9.5 minutes to go here, second quarter. First to 2 from the ILA, wrapping up the 2026 regular season in the Arena Lacrosse League. Here with these 2 games. Brown trying to duck in. kick it out. Gillespie, spin shot, stop. Rebound, Brown. Brown gets a screen, Gillespie. Good kick out looking for Argent. Good job by Parker to bail him out with 10 on the shot clock. Gillespie, running start, ducks in, goes down, and Longboat there to close the wickets and make sure that that one stays right where it is. Stanton now will leg it over the timeline, and Whitlow. Whitlow will wait for the offense to set up. Curl in, backhand pass, looking for ASP, nothing doing, gets it back. Backhand, and it's Thunder. 5 on the shot clock. Thunderhill in tight, and I say in tight, I mean it, just 2 on the shot clock. Whitlow running out of time there, as getting a little caught up, but good job to let them play now as Martin gets it over the timeline. Had to hurry. Backdoor, had a man, couldn't connect. And now Langeal will slow it down. That one from Parker took a short hop, kicks it back over. And instead, Gillespie can't handle it. Now it's a 2-on-1. Vern Hill, Bradenburg. Both wrong stick size. That one will go up and into the stands as that transition opportunity, I wouldn't say was picture perfect by any stretch, as Parker now will work it down to Campbell. Campbell barrels in another quick shot. Good save by Longboat there, as Campbell has been successful on 2 occasions with the quick release. Stotts dumps it off. Pilon deep on the left side corner. Under 7.5 to go here in this second quarter. Before playoffs start next week, we'll get you some stats on the scoring leaders, points, goals, the goaltenders, and we'll work all that. And with that said, that will allow us to thank some of our Six Nations sponsors. Classics to Customs Auto Body, Belco Construction, KT Gas and Tobacco, Tribe Cannabis, Little Buffalo Storing Gas, MTS Native Services, Morrow Athletics, Guaranteed Glass and Tint, Nicosi, Wicked Extracts, and of course, Hills Custom Coffins. You can visit regular, you just can't stay. We'll be right back. So as we get set to go here, net empty for the RiverWolves. Interesting strategy here by Jamie Dubrick. And they'll just do that to get the ball over the timeline. And now, of course, Belanger heads back to the net. Bergsma on the pop-out. Kicks it across. Argent. Campbell with 10. Campbell leans in, draws a double team, slides it across. That shot from Brown stopped. Bergsma battling for it. Good job there by Killian as he comes away with it. One bounce ahead to Jacobs. Jacobs on the move, has Stotts with him. 3-on-2. Jacobs gets it back, lets it go over the net. Rebound's going to carry him and picked up Brown. Brown's going to move that up to LeBoot. And LeBoot will work it. Brown will settle it down here. 7-4 game. Snipers in the lead. Trying to clinch the 5th seed. Quick shot right on as it's stopped by Longboat. He'll step out and look for a man to outlet it to. Instead he'll air it back door. That's a bullet down there as Thunderhill knocks it down. Able to come around, kicks it out. Whitcomb didn't see a man behind him in Clark and took too long of a wind-up. Now Nakamura. Nakamura just saw a defender at the last second as Vradenberg had him in his sights. And now Argent takes a hard bump. Andresco playing some good solid defense. Langeal. Good job to swim out with 7. Dumps it in on the other side looking for Argent. Argent with 4. Argent on the run. That shot! 5-hole! Ty Argent. With the shot clock winding down, picks up his 2nd of the game, and it's a 7-5 game. So with just under 5.5 to go here in this second quarter, Paris continues to claw their way and keep themselves in this one. In case you missed it yesterday, it was the Toronto Monarchs, 12-9 winners over the Whitby Steelhawks. So Monarchs and Steelhawks, of course, two playoff teams. Peterborough, 12-10 winners over Oshawa. Peterborough in the playoffs. They have been now for a couple weeks. And, of course, Snipers here. Whitlow off the crossbar. So Whitlow working the iron hard today. He probably has more posts and crossbars than anyone in the league, certainly this season. He's got 2 here in this game. Bombery, no-look pass, swings it across. ASP gets it over. Thunderhill with dying seconds, and that's going to be a delay of game. I'm not sure why Bombery would even do that, as he knows full well that that's an easy penalty call. And will allow Paris to go to their third power play of this game. Delay a game, the call. So just a bit careless, I think, from Bombery. And now it'll be Argent here as the RiverWolves try to cut the deficit in half now, trailing by a couple. Langille out there on that right side with Gillespie. Argent at the top. Campbell on that left side, interchange. On the snap, wide open and over the net, Langille, and it's aired out now. Vern Hill. Switch hands. Vern Hill backhand try wide. Rebound, Bradenburg. Tried to tuck it, another good save by Belanger. So 2 golden opportunities for the Snipers now. Bergsma backdoor. Kicks it over, quick stick, no finish from Parker. And now Killian had it picked off, though, by Argent. Bergsma will stay out. Gillespie will filter out, too, and they'll go back to work with just over a minute left in a man advantage. Both teams from point blank stymied. Bergsma, kick out. Langille, swing. Argent, 10 on the shot clock. Langille, that one, bullet right up the shoulder pad. Bergsma picks it up, rolls it toward the net, and big save by Action Jackson Longboat. Killian, he'll just 2-hop it across. Tough one for Jacobs, who makes a great recovery, dumps it down low, and it's Pilon. 30 seconds left now in the penalty. King works it to Whitlow, and they'll continue to skip across. King looking for that backdoor cut. Scott able to get on it. Connor Scott worked over hard, but kicks it ahead and scooped up by Clark now. Under 3 minutes to go. Final 5 seconds here, the power play. Argent, that one right on Longboat. Longboat has a man now looking for Palace. Backdoor, man out, zipped ahead, and good hands by Bomber. He almost hauled that in. Almost made a great one-handed catch there as Parker now the other way. Works it down. Argent. Skip. Brown changes the angle. That one steered aside and out of play. So I think that was touched, and I had possession the other way. Officials have it going opposite of me, and that's why they're wearing the stripes, and I'm not. Stotts will pull up just over the timeline. Get relieved now by Whitcomb. We're into the 2-minute warning here, first half. 7-5 lead Snipers. Down low, and Hill from point blank, but a good save by Belanger. Whitcomb looking to curl around. Bouncer, Karam, left. McDonald, theft, right back. Thunderhill. Tell you, he's the other swiper, no swiping, as Whitlow ducks in, goes for that top corner. Good save, Belanger, fresh 20. Minute and a half to go here. Pilon took his eye off it, managed to corral it now. Whitlow in tight. Whitcomb taken down. Whitlow, backhand try. Good save, Belanger. You could see Whitlow was eyeing that backhand. And a good job there to keep it on line, Whitcomb. Still lots of time on the shot clock. Whitcomb, Paris trying to make a late change. They do. Pilon swings it across Thunderhill, 10 on the shot clock. Thunder, skip back. Pilon shot. Again, another good save by Belanger. Rebound. ASP will pick that up. And they'll keep it with Whitlow into the final minute here. Whitlow, Thunder, on the run. Can't get a shot off. Chayton King shot right on. And another good save, Belanger. Great positioning as his lateral movement's outstanding here. 40 seconds to go in the half. Pelliccioni, his pass picked off. Stotts airs it out. Trying to get ASP. Steinbach Parker, beauty twister to extend the lead to 8-5. Second of the game for ASP, and give credit there to Stotts as Jerry Stotts tossed that up the middle, loose ball, and ASP ran under it, got a good chance, and able to pocket his second of the game. 30 seconds left here in this first half. Snipers leading 8-5. Off the draw, Argent taken down by Jacobs, and that's going to be an interference call. And timeout being called by the RiverWolves as they have possession. We'll take a quick break, be right back. So set to resume here, 25.5 seconds on the clock, so the shot clock will be turned off. Net empty for Paris in favor of the extra attacker, and Argent will keep it out and let this one tick down. I imagine they'll go to work with about 10 seconds left on the shot clock. Stotts and Gillespie, and those two heavyweights, two big men going now with 10. That shot right on, and Longboat able to close it up. And with that said, 6 seconds to go, and the Snipers will call a timeout here and play for the last shot. We'll be back. So net empty at the Snipers' end now, and you thought that Paris was going to be able to hold for the last shot. So they're going to have to go the length of the carpet now with 6.4 seconds left to get a shot off. So we'll see what Vince Longboat and company have in store here. They'll race it up, 4-3. Quick pass on the curl, nothing doing there. Time is going to expire, and 30 minutes played here at the ILA. 8-5, Snipers. Already set to go here for third quarter. This, of course, the first of two from the ILA to wrap up the 2026 Arena Lacrosse League regular season. This week 14, off the draw, it'll be Whitlow. Has two with him in a rush. Jacobs, other side, shot right on. Rebound Vredenberg over the net. Ball loose, and that the illegal cross check a little early. And a good job to hang on to it as now the RiverWolves will look to move it up. Good job by Martin, able to get by Jacobs. Martin thought he was by him, but Jacobs, a great job, relentless pursuit. Vern Hill has Stotts in the rush, dumps it off. Stotts and Stotts. Hill, Stotts. Stotts twister right on Belanger. Interesting fast break there with Vern Hill and one Stott and the other Stotts on each side. Nakamura kicks it out. Bergsma looking for an opening. Had the advantage on that side, but I don't think Brown saw it. Skip out, Campbell, down to Argent. Argent zips it, Nakamura off the boards. Nakamura shot right on, stopped by Longboat. Now Stotts outlet. It'll be Riley Hess off the boards and over the timeline. 3-goal lead, Snipers in control here. Pilon Zips it up, works it to Chayton King, kick it out to Bombury. Bombury had a notion, Whitlow in tight. Tried to take something off and find Whitcomb in the middle, instead Belanger, and that'll be deflected out, belong to the RiverWolves. Brampton and Ohsweken follow this one to wrap up the regular season, and the playoffs begin next week. And a turnover, and Killian up the middle. Killian to the bounce. And my mistake, not Killian, but it's Andresko, and you can bet he's pleased about that one. Good job, Andresko. Picks up his first on a big transition goal. And if you're the Snipers, you're looking for contributions all round, and a big one from Andresko just to set the stage. When you head to playoffs, you want to be rolling on all cylinders, and right now the Snipers are doing just that. They have spread the scoring around and have had possession a majority of the time. Vredenberg, good work there. Steals it from Mancini. Vredenberg almost had a notion to bring it right back out and around, but he'll swing it out and stay out there on offense. Thunderhill. Bombury joins him. Whitlow. Hill from way out. That easy save made by Belanger. Quick outlet pass. Airs it out. Campbell pops out. Campbell had it, lost it, had it, lost it. Clark. Whitlow draped on him. Whitlow's going to head to the penalty box. Bergsma with a chance. Bergsma changed the angle. Good try by Graham Bergsma, but it's going to be Wes Whitlow that's going to go for the hold. And that's going to give Paris their fourth power play opportunity of the game. They're 0 for 3. So the Snipers have done a good job in killing penalties. They do need to stay out of the box, but still playing a very disciplined game here. So Argent on the inbounds. Usual suspects out there, Langiel, Gillespie on this right side. That's where it is right now. Kick out Campbell. Not a whole lot of movement going on for the RiverWolves. That shot will go. Vern Hill, backhand, ahead, looking for Jacobs. Jacobs with Langiel on him. Jacobs. Jacobs goes to the far side. Good shot, and Belanger. Jacobs going to try to track it down. And he does. Goes right in the middle. Has a man now. Stotts. And he got that. He had a wide open net to shoot at. And Stotts chops away, swims his way in. Stotts picks the corner. Oh, Jerry Stotts. He has been bang on this season, and that's some extra effort there. When you're getting a contribution from the big man like that, that's exactly what you're looking for. He has done that in 3 of the last 4 games for the Snipers. Just chipped in with a big goal, and that one's a short-handed one at that. And off the draw, Nakamura, clean win, Nakamura. Chance here, Brown lets it go and picks the far corner. So a good shot there on the sidearm from Dawson Brown for his first, his 7th of the season. So a shorthanded goal and a power play goal on the same penalty kill. And with just over 11 and a half to go, it's a 10-6 game. Snipers in the lead. Off the draw, Jacobs controls. And a quick pass ahead, so. Pilon will cruise on over to the half boards on the left. Thunderhill works it, Whitlow. Whitcomb, sidearm, rebound, Chayton King, kick, Thunderhill wide open. That shot right on, rebound, Pilon, and it popped out of his pocket. So good job, Belanger. Dodge a bullet there. Now Trevor McDonald over the timeline. McDonald will hang on to it and find Bergsma. McDonald will stay out there on offense. Still working over to the left. Back to Bergsma on the right. Gillespie on the run. Gillespie's shot. Stopped by Longboat. Bergsma, and there's going to be a slashing call. McDonald. Sorry, Brown battling that out, trying to save that, and that'll be an over and back. So it'll be another penalty, and this one's going to be, looks like an illegal cross-check, going to go to Travis Stotts. Comes with just under 10.5 to go here in the third. So illegal cross-check to call. Travis Stotts the guilty party. Paris RiverWolves back to the power play for the fifth time. 1 for 4. And they have surrendered to Shorty. Gillespie. Argent. Cam behind the net and jumping and dunking is Jack Parker. No relation to Peter, of course, and a big power play goal. It's 10-6. Sorry, 10-7, pardon my counter. Second consecutive power play goal. Parker's second of the game. He's got 7 this season. So the lead has been trimmed to 3. Off the draw as Clark went early, possession to the Snipers, and this is the part of the game here where you've got over 10 minutes left in the third. If you're the Snipers, you need to kick it, keep your foot on the gas pedal, and keep attacking the RiverWolves. You don't want to give them any reason now, as Whitlow had that one go awry. Possession now to the RiverWolves. Have to watch. Paris, nothing to lose here as they're going to play out this regular season and play it out hard. McDonald does a good job to get it over the timeline. Gets it back. Gillespie has it taken away. ASP on the run. Has a man in Bombury. Has another. Goes to the flip Pilon. They'll work it, slow it down. Bombury. Curl toward the middle, go back to the shooter spot, dump in, can't connect, but right there was Chayton King and got a good shot off Brown in some trouble, gets it out, Clark's going to run and leg it over the timeline. Bombury in hot pursuit. Flip back, Mancini, and they'll kick it back up to the top. So teams at full strength here. Bergsma dumps it up. Mancini had it come out. Osborne using the body perfectly will allow Bombury to scoop it. And now here come the Snipers. Andresco flip and retreat. Thunderhill. Shake and bake on the boards on Nakamura. Flip back out Pilon. On the curl. Jump shot right off the shoulder pad. Rebound Pilon. Behind the net. Thunder. Kick out. Point blank, it's Chayton King. So the King parked himself right in front, took a beauty pass from behind the net and pocketed his 24th goal of the season. And it's 11-7 now for the Snipers. So a big goal for Six Nations as they extend the lead back to 4. Paris had cut it down to 2. And off the draw, Argent. Argent dumps it off, and Brown makes up for that as he goes to the underhand. Beauty pass from Ty Argent. And they get answer back quickly now, 11-8. Austin Brown, second of the game. I thought maybe Ty Argent made one pass too many, but Brown, a good job to recover and find the back of the net on that play. Here in Nakamura, one more time in the circle. And it's scooped up Pilon, shot over to Jacobs. And Jacobs gets checked by Argent. They're going to call over and back, and possession will belong to Paris. Argent has it knocked down, and then he gets bodied off it, but gets it back. And then lost it. Good job on the pickup. As rolling along is Stanton. Pilon, skip. Whitlow took something off, tried to feather it in that top corner. Scooped up, and Clark just going to flip it up. Connor Scott does a good job. Has Big Andy Campbell with him. Scott, one-on-one. Rolls. Scott can't get a good shot off. Campbell had it, and that one will go up and into the Snipers' bench. Possession belongs now to the Snipers. Thunderhill will stroll over the timeline as Chayton King will swing it across to the right side. That bouncer from ASP, easy save Belanger, who has been steady. It's been gotten a lot of shots. That was a bad outlet pass, and an 8-second count will give it right back. And that will take us to our officials' timeout. Here we go as the Snipers will inbounds. Whitlow on the curl. It's a back out to Thunderhill. Thunder had a notion to dump it off to Pilon. Instead, Whitlow, great duck in. Pass. Whitcomb right on. And a good save by Belanger as that was a well-executed play there. Beauty pass from Wes Whitlow into Whitcomb. They just couldn't clean up the connection. Brown looking for an opening. 10 on the shot clock. Langeal with Vern Hill on him. His bouncer goes off the glass. Vern Hill will eye it, fake it, tap it to himself. Possession to the Snipers. And Vern Hill now with Stotts, but it's 2-on-3. They'll work it down and kick it back out Bombury. King. Stotts. Ducks back, spins around, gets some room. Travis Stotts tried to go short side. And now a good job. Good defense by Paris. Now they're on the move. LeBoot gets it up to Brown. Brown secures it. LeBoot had a notion, but Gillespie now. His quick shot right on. Longboat. On the money. Quick outlet pass now to Vredenberg. Vredenberg, no numbers for the Snipers. Travis Stotts jumped in the rush. Sorry, Dougie Paulus jumped in the rush, but nothing doing. ASP now. 5.5 to go here. Third quarter. Brampton Express, Oswego Bears to follow this one to wrap up the regular season campaign. Great move, ASP, and Whitlow back. Bombury denied, though, by Belanger. Point blank. Stymied as Belanger. Great save there to keep it 11-8. Argent puts on the air brakes. He'll curl back out. Look for an opening. Chased now by another defender in Stotts. Gets knocked down by ASP, and he'll send it over to Fear. Fear over the timeline. Will roll it blindly, and blindly it was as it's picked up by Clark and gone the other way. Clark in some trouble. Jacobs swims his way, but stripped by King. Good job defensively. Chayton King has been a menace in the forecheck here today. Done a great job defensively. And, of course, King, one of the big shooters for these Snipers, along with Whitlow. Whitlow's bullet underhand. Whitlow waiting on that, as that was a beauty fake and a better underhand. Whitlow's first of the game, 25th of the season. It's now 12-8. I mean, we've seen a whole lot from Wes Whitlow this season, and His bag of tricks certainly hefty to say the least. He has got stick skills that would impress anyone. And when he stays out of the box, he is a formidable foe, and you have to keep an eye on him. Campbell now. Vredenberg has that screen, a tough screen on the roll. Kick out picked off. Jacobs with Stotts. Jacobs goes to the corner. Stone Jacobs. Another transition goal, his third of the game. He's got an even 10 on the season, and it's 13-8. So when I had a chance to speak to the coaches prior to the game, and I was talking to Vince Longboat, of course, he just wanted to stress that the team wanted to keep things going. They're playing well, and they wanted to make sure that they continue to do that. And, of course, transition. Wanted to get and make sure that their transition game was in full effect, and it has been here today. McDonald kicks it out, looking for Langiel. Langiel will run under it, 10 on the shot clock. Rolls it. I'm not sure that pass will ever be successful. Hess takes a chop and then a check. Stolen back. Langiel dumps it off. Brown puts on the brakes. Brown gets a quick shot and tried to bounce it 5-hole, but Longboat having none of it. Pilon. Pilon hesitation, shovel in too tight to Stotts. Through the crease, the call. Belanger scoops it up. Outlet pass to LeBoot. LeBoot puts on the brakes. Gillespie now. 3 minutes to go here, third quarter. Argent will swing it around, and it's Campbell. Campbell one-on-one. Dougie Palace. Campbell trying to get out of trouble. Gets double team, gets stripped. Picked up Argent. Kick out McDonald. McDonald lets it go right on. Stopped by Longboat. Burnhill lofts it up. Ben Wittich trying to run under it. Wittich corrals it. Stops, has a man trailing. Bouncer off the post as Stanton rung it off the iron. And now Mancini. No numbers, though, for the RiverWolves. And good pressure, and that's careless. That'll be an over and back. Possession belongs to the Snipers. Whitlow. Hill surveys, gets it over. Bombury works back to the middle. Whitlow. Great stick fake. Whitlow. Backhand bullet. So took him a minute to get the scope set just right, but he did after that second attempt. Wes Whitlow with another backhand goal, leads the league in backhand goals, second of the game. 14-8 Snipers lead with under 2 minutes to go here in the third. Like I told you, that Wes Whitlow's bag of tricks seems to be endless at times, and you got one of the best backhands in the league. Accuracy and velocity-wise, impressive in itself, and he is one heck of a lacrosse player for sure. Hanser does a good job to get it over the timeline. Some good effort there as the relentless pursuit of Killian on him. And now they'll work it down, and it's Brown. Brown with Langiel on that side. Langiel doing an admirable job, called up here as tough matchup. Jacobs, good defense. Close it off, 4 in the shot clock. Bergsma lets it go wide. Jacobs runs under it like he has everything today. Jacobs busts through 2. Jacobs in alone. Jacobs wide of the net. Karam, ASP, shovel back through the crease of the call, and no lack of effort from Stone Jacobs. He has traveled miles and kilometers on this carpet here in this game. Gillespie, one-on-one with Vredenberg, stays tight on him. Argent Looking for Campbell on the screen and roll. We're into the final minute here of the third. Radenberg turns the corner. Has Travis Stotts with him. On the other side's Whitlow. 3-on-2. Stotts takes the shot. Travis Stotts joining his brother in the goal column. So 15-8 with 49 seconds left. So Radenberg will get the helper on the Stotts goal. Bergsma, 40 seconds left now on the game clock. Langille flips it back. Campbell, good one-handed snag. Going for the dunk and gets some air. How about the big man? Got a little lift there, having himself a game today to wrap up the season. And why not have one of your best ones in the finale third of the game? 59. So hats off to the RiverWolves. They're certainly not throwing in the towel by any stretch. 6-goal deficit, 30 seconds left here in the third. Good job by Fear scooping up that on a clean win off the draw. Wide open now, Jacobs, dump over. Whitlow! Now you just can't give Whitlow that kind of space, but it was a great feed from Jacobs that allowed Whitlow to pocket his third of the game. So despite a couple of penalties, Wes Whitlow has done his thing out there. His teammates have done a good job of holding down things defensively and sharing the ball. Been some outstanding ball movement. You look here, Maxwell with a goal, Jacobs with 3, Andrescu with 1, Whitlow with 3. Whitcomb's chipped in, as has Jerry Stotts, Chayton King, Avery Steinbach-Parker with a couple. So you get an idea of the way things are rolling. Radenberg off the draw. Final 10 seconds here. Snipers in tight on the skip. Jump off Radenberg. Overran it. Final 4 seconds. Radenberg, good hit. Dump down. Stotts, quick shot. Stotts scores. Jerry Stotts. As there's been a goaltending change and Connor Waller has come in. And the first shot he sees trickles through the short side. Jerry Stotts with his second of the game. 17-9 to score here. Just that was at the buzzer, so that will end the third quarter. We'll be back with the fourth after this. All ready for the final 15 minutes here. Fourth quarter action. Game 1 of 2 from the Iroquois Lacrosse Arena on the Six Nations of the Grand River. Lance Wynn working alongside Stamplax Productions as we bring this game to you. Off the draw, Bradenberg able to get it. High step it. Bradenberg, good save, Connor Waller. So rebound goes to Whitlow, and he'll pull it right back out. If you're the Snipers now, you are in that mindset where you don't want any kind of suspensions or bad penalties in tight, backhand off the post. You don't want anyone to get hurt, and you just want to come away, finish the regular season. Argent on the run, dumps it off as Brown was tied up by Travis Stotts. Brown, reverse, stopped in his tracks, finally gets it up top, and it's McDonald. If you're Paris, you're going to play hard for the final 15 minutes here. Argent couldn't get a good pass in from Bergsma, but that shot from McDonald right on. Stotts didn't even see Langille, ran right into him, and now had to lay the body down, but that's going to be, it would have been an 8-second count anyway, and possession's going to belong to Paris. Brampton Express, Schweeken Bears follow this one. If Brampton wins, they will clinch top spot in the Arena Lacrosse League. Oshweekin has already locked down 4th place. Bergsma, good duck in. That one steered aside by Longboat. Loose ball, and it's Wittich in there working hard. Beauty pass, Thunderhill, backdoor, Bombury on the fly, backhand stop by Waller. Rebound scooped up, fake, empty net as the Thunder on the doorstep undressing everybody as he pockets another for the Snipers. 3rd of the game for Thunderhill. And there was nothing Connor Waller could do as he made the first 2 saves, but when Thunder picked that up right there, everyone was dancing around playing goal, and he faked everyone out and put it in the empty net. Off the draw, Jacobs, who's been outstanding. Whitlow, pass on the fly, good save Waller as Pilon denied. And Snipers will get it back out for a fresh 20. Whitlow. Pilon leans in, kick out Jacobs. Backhand on the doorstep, Pilon stopped though by Waller. Ball loose as Whitlow scoop up in the crease. Jacobs, his shot right on. Ball loose, Brown will pick it up. And close to a tackle from Whitlow. Ball gets shot down. LeBout's going to battle Stotts for it, and probably best to get it and get out of there with Jerry Stotts as Campbell sees Stotts, and you can bet Campbell going to go harder to the net. Campbell, great work. Stopped, though, by Longboat. Great effort, Andy Campbell. Powless on the fly. Dumps it off. Whitlow tried to go top corner, stayed by Waller. Palace playing the body first. Connor Scott, good duck out to get out of trouble there. So some good work by Connor Scott as he was able to slither through 2 defenders now and Mancini. Snipers still relentless on D. Gillespie. Chasing, cornered on against the boards. Langiel gets it. Stott strips him. Langiel runs into a wall. Kick out Hess. Rolls it down. Good hands by Trevor McDonald. He'll get it and bring it back the other way. Argent. Looking for something. Ducks in twice. Ty Argent tiptoes around that crease. Stops. Goes the other way. Kick out. Clark. 10 on the shot clock. In tight, and he turns it over the other way. On his horse is Hess. Hess to the bouncer, Hess. Riley Hess. Another transition goal for the Snipers. So there isn't really anything that the Snipers aren't doing here in this game, as they have tightened up their D. Their offense is flowing nicely. Great ball movement, good shot selection, all the things that, if you combine them, usually result in a win. And that one knocked back. Snipers will get it, and they'll have to look to move it up. So Snipers are going to look now as the clock ticks, and now they'll pick it up. 8 seconds to move it up. Whitlow. Good use, good time management for the Snipers. Jayton King from the wrong side. Stopped by Waller. Whitlow, airborne, on the turf. Whitlow, duck it in, and some great work to get possession there, and they work it back behind ASP. Swing around, Thunder. 6 on the shot clock. In tight, Whitlow. Whitlow tried to backhand bouncer through the crease, the call. And once again, creativity on display, Wes Whitlow. As now it's Brown. Going to try to work it over the timeline. And He gets worked over hard. ASP scooped up by Parker, and he skips it over to Gillespie. Gillespie one-on-one, Osborne trying to body his way in. Osborne, good defense, picked up Parker backhand wide. 5 on the shot clock. Campbell wrapped up by Vern Hill, and we're going to have a penalty here. We'll see here who the guilty party is. It could be Osborne, and if that's the case, I'm going to have to lay into him as it is. And we talked about not getting any penalties here today, but Osborne in the box, and Paris with another power play. This their 6th of the game. They are 2 for 5. Argent at the top. Campbell, good underhand right on. Picked up now Travis Stotts on the move. He's got Fear with him. Stotts, Fear, tucks in, and a good stick check late. Put an end to that, but a bad pass, so they give it right back. Under 9 minutes to go here in the 4th. Pilon. He'll take the double team. Argent. Good stick check, and that possession will belong now to the RiverWolves. Minute 15 in the Paris power play. Welcome, everyone. If you are in the building here on a Sunday afternoon, thank you for showing up. Thank you for tuning in. Campbell, spin, underhand, AC. The big man has been outstanding. That's his 4th of the game. And hard not to like the effort that Andy Campbell has put forth here, as he has never said die, as have the rest of the RiverWolves. Off the draw, Trevor McDonald collides with Jacobs, and Stotts will move it up in a hurry. Bradenberg. Argent will pick up a helper on that goal as well. 19-10. Thunderhill in tight. Nothing doing there. McDonald got to get the feet moving, and he does. Dumps that off. Clark off the boards. Gathers it, and he'll hold on to it. Argent. Stick goes down as Andresco, up and down goes the slingster and Ty Argent, but nothing doing on Longboat now, and it's Whitcomb. Whitcomb had a notion to get it to Thunderhill. Chayton King does, though, and Hill got a battle for it with Nakamura. Hill comes away with it. He'll work it down Chayton King. Chayton King surveying, looking for something. King had it pop loose, and Langiel goes down. King gets it right back. So a reset for the Snipers with under 7 minutes to go. Big shot, rebound, up, down, stopped by Waller. And a chance for Bombury as loose ball gathered and picked up by LeBoot. LeBoot, backdoor. Bergsma can't connect. Stotts does. He'll pick that up and turn it around, and it's Vredenberg. Vredenberg, quick stick. What a save, Waller. Connor Waller, how about that? coming up big. See, these snipers have decided now that they will shorten their bench a bit, give some of their veterans a rest now. I think Vern Hill out of the lineup for the remainder of this game. Snipers will keep that away. Whitlow. Bulging that top corner. That was just nasty. So tough to deny Wes Whitlow and what he's done in this game here today. And I normally get on him about spending too much time in the penalty box, but he took a couple penalties, and with that said, he has been up to the task since then. $5:45 to play here. Nakamura and Fair. So Fair's going to have to sharpen his skills for quarterfinals coming up next weekend. You'll have to check the arenalacrosseleague.ca to find out the matchups. We should know by the end of the next game. But we do know that Whitby and Brampton will have a bye as the top 2 seeds. The other 4 yet to be determined, and Brown, that one steered aside. I think that may have caught some of the iron. Gillespie leaning in. Fear bounces him right back out behind the net. 10 on the shot clock. Good acceleration from Brown. So I like what Brown did there to pick up his third. You saw him kind of lull the defender with a bit of a half step and then kicked it into gear and able to create enough space to get a good shot off. So off the draw a little early, and that said, that'll take us to our final officials timeout. Give us a chance to thank some sponsors here, as I'd like to thank Classics to Customs Auto Body, Belco Construction, KT Gas and Tobacco, Tribe Cannabis, Little Buffalo Store and Gas, MTS Native Services, Morrow Athletics, Guaranteed Glass and Tint, Nicosi, Wicked Extracts, and, of course, Hills Custom Coffins. They'll do it up right for you. You can visit, just can't stay. Be back. Back here after our officials' timeout. Just got word, Vern Hill out of the lineup. Lower body injury, but he should be good to go next week as Argent scoops up the loose ball. Ty Argent has been a pleasure to watch this season. You talk about the skills Wes Whitlow brings. Ty Argent certainly brings an A game to the table, and always good to have him as he is right there. He's denied by Longboat. And then him and Whitlow, 2 of the best hands in the business there going head to head. Whitlow wins that one, and now it's Paulus. Skips it across Thunder. Whitlow, backhand try. Waller got to stay awake when Whitlow's in the building, that's for sure. Waller pass knocked down, but Martin's going to get it. We're under 4 minutes to go here in this fourth quarter. The Snipers will be back in action next week. The RiverWolves will be done for this season. Back again for season 10 in the Arena Lacrosse League. Tough bouncer from Clark, as that one was in and out of his stick in a hurry. So Clark picks up his first of the game. He's got 3 this season. And it comes with just over 3.5 to play. Off the draw, Trevor McDonald, he has been both sides of things here in this game, offense and defense. Ran some transition as well, and look forward to having him back next year. Pelon. Thunderhill. Had a notion, he'll kick it back out. Pelon. Ducks by 5 on a shot clock, sidearm wide. That's going to trickle over the timeline. And possession will belong to Paris. Under 3 minutes to go. And Brown. So 20-12, 8-goal differential. Snipers in the driver's seat here. Looking to wrap up the season as Campbell tried a little something of his own. Snipers winners of their last two. Looking to go into the playoffs on a winning note. Stanton. Bradenburg. Good hands by Pelon with 10. He'll let it go. Waller had it stick to him. And now Paris will work it back in the other direction. Tough season for Paris. You look at who they had, and guys like Carson Moyer playing his best season. Mr. Rosa not in the lineup. Nick Ellerton lost early in the season. These are all difference makers. And that has made the job challenging for the coaching staff of the RiverWolves. Backdoor, Thunder, ducks in. Waller cuts off the short side. Minute and a half to play now. Clark gets an extra little push ahead. He'll take it right to the left side. Float it back over. Couldn't connect with Parker. Instead, it's going to be Killian. Killian over the timeline. And the Snipers will be in no hurry whatsoever here. Whitlow has put together a monstrous game here for the Snipers. That pass zipped across to Pelon. Into the final minute now. Whitlow. Shovel, quick shot and goal. I don't know how Pelon hung on to that. That pass was shoveled way up high, but Pelon able to reach out, grab it, and tuck it away for his 19th of the season. So once it's determined, we will see, let you know who the Snipers will be matched up against. Could be Toronto, could be Peterborough. Off the draw, Bomber quickly to Fear. Fear, man cutting and Stotts. Stotts, wrong stick side, wide of the mark. That one will bounce awry and scooped up by Pelon. Final 25 seconds here. And a well-played game by the Six Nations Snipers, who continue to roll along here. This will be their third straight as they head into quarterfinal action. That one up and over, and they'll just let this clock wind down, and it will. The Six Nations Snipers, 20-13 winners. They will finish with a 7-7 record, good for 5th place in the standings. On behalf of the Paris RiverWolves, I want to congratulate the coaching staff, Jamie Dubrick, Chris Driscoll, Kyle Leeming, for all your hard work, dedication that you've shown to the Arena Lacrosse League in your 9 seasons. We look forward to having you all back. To the veteran players on Paris, of course, Graham Bergsma, Andy Campbell, always glad to have you guys. We look forward to seeing you for season 10. 2013, the final on behalf of the Arena Lacrosse League. And, of course, our production crew, myself, Lance Wynn. Stick around, Game 2, to follow this one. The Brampton Express, the Ohsweken Bears, next.